Hey, my friends, how's it going? So, today I want to help you by talking about our ego, which is basically trying to protect us. And so it's based on fears and how to mitigate fears and what to do. The problem is that because we are in a world that is so quick, with so much pressure on time, on things to do, and so on, we lose our minds, and that causes, on extreme cases, depression, burnout, high levels of stress, and diseases, and so on, linked to that, and constant thinking and a lot of anxiety, or just feeling negative emotions. And because our mind is here to protect us, that's the purpose. But it's not adapted to the 21st century, fast-paced 21st century, into the reality of our lives. So instead of helping us, which is the purpose, the intention, it's a positive intention, it has a negative consequence. Our happiness, our way, our state of being, and our natural state, what we can really feel, like inner joy, all that is when the mind stops. When the mind stops, when we are still, when we are present, when we are not living out of fear, but out of trust, out of just just presence and expecting the best, we are very happy. And we are our best version, we treat people well, we treat ourselves well, we are creative, we can solve problems, life is somehow easy and beautiful. And this is not something that I don't want to enter into spirituality, even though I have my own beliefs. I don't want to share them right now. I'm not going to enter into religion, into whatever philosophy. I just want to share my own experience. My own experience, and I've experienced it, and I assure you that I felt like that many times, and I can actually do it pretty much on demand. It's called also the flow state. I can experience that flow state, if you want to call it like that, and this is the truth of what we can feel. It's a state of mind, or a state of living, where our mind stops. We experience stillness, oneness. We feel connected to everyone. We have no problems in saying I'm sorry, I made a mistake, I will improve. We have no problem in just being ourselves, because there's no fear anymore to be judged, there's no fear to be criticized, there's no fear to be loved, or rejected, or there's no fear of what's going to happen in the future, or there's no fear that our past, because of our past, something will happen right now, and so on and so on. We have trust, we have confidence, we just present. And then the big question you will ask me is, okay, that's okay, maybe I believe it, I believe what you say, that you can live that, and you can pretty much control it, or leave it on demand, but then how do you do it? And what I will answer to that is, there's not a magical recipe, there's not like a magic pill that it happens like this, like you just say, okay, I'm going to be in flow, boom, I'm in flow, my mind stops. No, because your mind is part of who you are, and it's here to help you, right? But it's actually a work on yourself, and it's a mix of many things. I think a very important concept that I like, that helps, is a triad, which I spoke in other videos. Is like the meaning you give to things is so important. What you focus on, your physiology, like if you have slept well, you have a good, you ate well, you do sport. So self-care is super important, because if you have a good self-care, that will be a basis. Because when you feel well physically, you will actually somehow have more energy, better thoughts, and then your thinking will influence also a lot your mind. And if you have positive thinking, like because you're feeling well, it's all positive circles. You can have negative circles. If you start like you're tired and so on, then you have negative thoughts that will then you will have all those fears about, yeah, you're not being at your best, people will judge you. So you see how it's important. So you have things to do that are really long term, to work on yourself, and what you believe in, like your beliefs about life, about yourself, are super important. You can work on those. What else can I tell you? Yeah, like just also you can have goals that actually appeal to you. You can have a purpose, which no stress on purpose. I hope for you have a great purpose that actually like motivates you a lot every day. But purpose is very simple. Purpose is just to be alive and to do your best, and yeah, and to try to be as nice as possible and so on. And that's your purpose, right? Smile in the streets. That's a purpose. And then that's a belief. I believe, or I want to believe, that my purpose is that, and so I'm already fulfilled because I'm already living my purpose just by being, right? That's a belief. So beliefs are super important. Yeah, I believe that being kind to others, help others, praise others, is super important. That helps you a lot. I think when we help others, when we give, when we get out of our mind, actually, we shut down our mind because we're doing things for others. So we're not focusing on ourselves, but we're focusing on others. And I think listening to others, paying close attention to others is super important. Being very present with other people, being very interested in other people, because you forget about yourself. You are with the other person. That also shuts the mind and creates a positive cycle. I think it's very powerful to be in flow when you're really interested in someone, and you actually light someone up. When you light someone up, that's, I guess, one of the main factors to get in that zone, to shut the mind. Yeah, definitely. Like kind acts, special attention to people, praising, all those things are super important. And then when you do it again and again, it becomes automatic. And however you feel, even if you're tired, you're able to do it because it's the way you're living. But it's a muscle and it's practice, so it's long term. But yeah, I think you need to do it consciously. You can be helped to do it. Again, coaching. I can coach you. And we can work together on that, right? I also believe that mindfulness, meditation, to be more conscious, that helps a lot because you will be conscious of your thinking, conscious of your behavior, and that's also not something that changes overnight. It takes time, so you need to work on it regularly. Yeah, and then letting go, surrender, like do not resist anything that is happening. Kind of, yeah, let go, relax, release. Why prefer something? Why? This is reality, right? And you can change the meaning, and everything happens for a reason. Everything serves you somehow. Let's take an example. I don't know. You have a meeting. You have another meeting waiting for you, but the current meeting, you can't get out of it. The typical reaction will be to get stressed. I'm late for the meeting. You're in your mind, and you're not present. You're not in the meeting. You're not present, and you are resisting the moment. And this will create a negative energy, and negative thoughts and so on. And you will be in your mind. Your mind will be kind of focused on the problem. Instead, just relax. Okay, now I'm in this meeting. Can I escape? If I can't, I'm going to be present. I'm going to do my best in this meeting. I let go about the other meeting. And once, for example, if you arrive late to the meeting, then you deal with it in the moment. But why dealing with it in advance and stressing you and missing out the present moment? Yeah. So I wanted to share all that. It's a short video. I guess, if you want a really detailed process and go like a very complete detailed process, everything you can do and into details, then I guess it will be a long course. I will share part of it actually in the course I'm going to release, which is a pretty short and direct pragmatical course. But right now I just wanted to share those ideas with you, so you can maybe it can influence you to take positive action and to do some positive things, and maybe to get a coach. So yeah, that was my message for today. All the best. Have a happy life.